where anyone critical of the government can be jailed merely for posting a tweet.
Yes, but the king is also merciful. He takes with one hand, but gives with the other. His Highness has issued orders to reinstate the citizenships of more than 500 people. Citizenships. So if you were sentenced to life in jail, you still serve and die in prison. But as a citizen, how much more mercy do you want? Understand also, this has been a stressful time for the king. He and his family really didn't like the Arab Spring. All that commotion and protesting and calls for democracy, and commoners, they really didn't like it. Ergo, violent clampdown. Bahrain was different from the other Arab countries. Oh, sure, they bashed protester heads in like everyone else. The difference is, no one really called for the king to step down. France and friends didn't bomb it like they did Libya. The US didn't fund rebels and Islamists like they did in Syria. Europeans didn't call for regime change like they did in Egypt. You know why? Because Bahrain is a friend, home to the largest US and UK naval bases in the region, holding the prestigious title of major non-NATO ally.
These Gulf partnerships are critical to achieving shared regional objectives, defeating ISIS, countering radical Islamic terrorism, protecting global energy supplies, and rolling back Iranian aggression.
With friends like these, who needs human rights? Bahrain can get away with murder, and the West will turn a blind eye. And I mean a blind eye. They know full well what the king is up to, what his henchmen commit, what suffering they heap on the people.
Human rights issues included allegations of torture, arbitrary detention, political prisoners, arbitrary or unlawful interference with privacy, restrictions on freedom of expression, the press and the internet, substantial interference with the rights of peaceful assembly and freedom of association.
Remarkable, huh? They'll bomb Syria over mere rumors, tweets, sanction Iran just out of habit at this point, threaten Venezuela, interfere, meddle in its politics, trample its sovereignty because, but Bahrain, with its torture, abuses, farcical courts and a king drunk on power, that's where they draw the line. Apparently, that's just going too far.
In our strategic approach, it is important to acknowledge with a degree of humility that there are some things that are beyond our power to change.
The authorities in Bahrain claim the country's security has faced an intense threat and all actions have been aimed at achieving stability. The Interior Minister blames terrorists who coordinated with Iran, Iraq, and the Hezbollah group in Lebanon for undermining peace in the region. We spoke to former MP Jawad Ferouz, who came under government pressure himself. He believes Bahrainians won't receive a great amount of international help to restore their human rights.
I was part of the first group where their citizenship being revoked in 7th of November 2012. And they start with our group, and that was by an order from Minister of Interior. No evidence or no claims is being given to us. Political and economical rights, you will lose it. And you don't have any access to the health care, nor to the education. I describe it like a social death. Unfortunately, there are double standards in the foreign policy of many Western countries, mainly UK, United States. It is so much hypocritic policy when they deal with their allies, when international community, especially human rights international community, indicating in all the reports there are a vast type of the human rights violations in Bahrain in particular, but meanwhile is being backed totally by these international allies, the United Kingdom and United States. And not only that, even they are supporting them internationally, and they mentioned in many of their speeches that Bahrain is going in the right track. They are proud to have such allies. So we see there is no logic behind it.
That's our global news update for this hour, but don't forget you can always head to our website, rt.com, for the details on all the stories and many more.